What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pincade. Been gone for a while. Um, just craziness with the holidays and everything. But thank God the holidays are over and things are starting to get back into normal flow. So you'll start to see a lot more videos coming back. Probably about every week or two, something will get released. It was just pandemonium with the holidays and work and everything. So there was quite a bit of slowdown. And I don't really have like a major video today or anything. It's just basically going to be a quick review on a new table that came out. Only because I'm trying to just cram this in as I'm trying to get caught up from everything. But on the news side of this, some cool stuff happened on VP Universe, which is vpuniverse.com. Three highly anticipated Fizz mod tables came out, which was Metallica Pro, which we're going to review today, Mustang Pro, and Star Trek. These are all FizzMod 5 tables. These are pretty much the last tables that 85 Vet from VP Universe is making. I think he's taking an extensive break, if not indefinitely, from making tables, so it's kind of sad to see that he won't be making tables because most of the Sam Stern tables are from that I play are from 85 Vet, so you know it's sad to see him not making any more tables, but I can understand where he comes from on this. Um, that being said, VP Universe is also given the green light for guys to make any type of Stern Sam tables since they're now using the new system. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head, but it's kind of weird if you've seen it. If you open up the backlash of the new like WWE or Walking Dead, there's no longer like these giant logic boards inside sound boards in the backlash of a real pinball machine. It's literally now like a board the size of I would say like a an older sound card or something. It's literally that size, and that's what's running like the whole logic of the. It's almost like they got an oversized Raspberry Pi, and and, uh, and that's what's running these newer machines. I'm sorry, I don't know. I think it's Spike or something like that. I think that's a new system that they're running. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's kind of wild. So Sam has been pretty much deprecated, and now it's been green lighted on this site to start developing tables. Hopefully, um, VP forums will maybe hopefully follow in place, and we'll start getting some more authors back writing. Um, so that's the news for VP Universe. On VP forum side, however, uh, a while ago I had showed that if you wanted to do VP10 beta testing on tables and stuff, I had a link here for it. You could go through this link and look for these links here that were updating and everything. It's still kind of like that. However, this is more for like guys that are still in beta with their tables, but they have released a VP10 section. I don't know where exactly the link is for this stuff. Maybe it's in downloads up here. Maybe this is why I haven't been able to find it. Let's see if we could find it really quick. This site is like blazing fast, by the way. Okay. So while that chugs away forever, um, if you click some of these newer links here that you see, you'll see links to. Wow, that just loaded me into nothing. I don't know. I'll mess with that later. But for the meantime, I don't want to make this video too long. You'll see areas here that'll let you. If you click this, it'll let you get it to the VPX section. I've seen the path. I just can't find the link on the main. Why is that no longer working? Maybe I should have preloaded the page before starting the video, but I wasn't expecting the site to start acting really flaky like that. But anyway, there is sections for VP10. That's pretty much the overall statement. There are tables that are now considered. There are some tables that are being put into this VP10 section that are originals or recreations or pin name recreations, whatever, that are being marked as completed, which means VP10 is getting closer and closer to being completely out of beta testing, and hopefully we'll start seeing a lot of better tables coming out. I did take a quick gander through there, and I saw quite a bit of EM tables in there, which I was kind of like happy to see. I know maybe not everybody loves EMs, but I think EMs play the best on virtualization than any other thing. All right, I don't know what's going on with this site. I'll try and load it one more time because I know it's not my internet. It's definitely VP forums running just like a dog right now. I'm wondering if their server crashed or something because yeah. Anyway, go over to vpforums.org when their service is actually responding, and check out the new section for VP10 tables if you're looking to play some VP10 finished stuff. So now I also got some other news about hyperspin stuff. I've been working a lot on that with not only trying to finish up my ROM collections and get that sorted out, which I have a tool that we'll be going over eventually about that was shown to me on how to kind of make that a little bit easier. And I'm also going to combine some extra stuff on there to try and make it easier for other people as well on top of that. And that'll be another episode once I sort that out. I don't want to go too much into that right now. Um, but that build is starting to stabilize. I had a problem with Windows 10 and my graphics card, a driver crashing like constantly, that it made the not only the computer hard to operate, but also like pretty much impossible to play too many games or go back and forth between emulators and stuff without requiring a reboot like every 10 or 15 minutes or something like that. I think they pushed out another video driver that might have stabilized it. On the other hand, I still have another RMA coming in for that graphics card. So one way or another, I'm gonna get that goddamn system stable, right? And then we'll start doing some videos over there for what's going on with the arcade and console emulation stuff. Um, Trying to think of, I just ordered a bunch of Nintendo Wii stuff because, like I said, Dolphin was running on that system through some testing, but I needed more equipment to really fully test it. So I got a Bluetooth dongle and an IR bar coming in and Nintendo nunchucks and stuff. And I'm gonna start setting up some recording software, screen capturing software over there, so that I can start recording from that as well. And you also not won't see this like sideways stuff. And VP10 tables may start getting maybe possibly reviewed from there, so that the I don't have to try and flip the screen or you have to watch the screen sideways or anything anymore. But that's the news for all that stuff. So let's review this Metallica table. I'm actually going to load it from my front end because it's a Fizmod table. I have a script that runs that changes a bunch of the physics settings for me, and I don't want it to look weird doing weird stuff while we're playing, so I want that script to run as we're loading it. So obviously I've done my front end work, and let's load it up really quick. I'm gonna be honest with you, I still haven't been playing that much, so I've gotten quite rusty. But I do need to start playing more because Pop is coming around. I'm not going to make Pinburg this year. I actually forgot to order the tickets with Christmas. With the chaos of Christmas, I completely forgot about Pinburg tickets going on sale, and now it's like a waiting list, and I would need a ticket not only for me but also for my girlfriend, and that's just gonna be impossible. So Pinburg is out, Papa is in. We'll probably just go up there for a day or two, put some qualifying attempt tickets in, and then we'll probably just walk around and play all the awesome machines that they have. Um, Unfortunately, it won't be on free play like in Pinburg, but hey, whatever. So, if you're a fan of Metallica or metal music and pinball, this is definitely the table that you want to have. This is the Metallica Stern table. John Borg made this table, and Lyman Sheets did the programming on it. It is it is one of the awesomest tables ever. I mean, I don't have room for that many tables in my house right now, which is why I just have the virtual machine, pinball machine. But once I get like some room, this is definitely going to be a title that gets shipped in there with no thought of hesitation. This will get purchased. Um, there is a lot with this game. I'm not going to sit here and try and say that I have a lot of strategy for it or in-depth knowledge of it. I will tell you what I do know about it, but there is a lot. There's an extensive rule set to this. Lyman really put a lot of rules into this game, and I think it's a really good game. I'm trying to even think of where to even start with this game. So the first thing is, if you, like I said, if you're a Metallica fan, this has like I think 5 or 6 Metallica tracks, pretty good tracks. It'll play, you'll select it before your ball starts. Unfortunately, you can't unless there's something I don't know. I don't know any way of changing the track while you're playing or doing something so you could change the track. Um, it's not like AC/DC if you play that where you can make certain number of shots or whatever and then go and change the song and then change what you're shooting for. And that's another difference too. The song has no dependency on what rules you're playing. It's not like AC/DC where you pick a song and it shows you what shots to light in accordance with that song. There is a mode that's like that called Crank It Up, but we'll get to there if we even get to that. But the overall song selection is nothing more than background music. Um, like I said, once you pick that one song, every ball you play, it'll start with that song. So going through the playfield, um, there's like 3 multi-balls, 4 multi-balls. Yeah, 4 multi-balls. The Master Puppets one is this one here. I don't know if you can see my mouse and on. I don't have the. I should put the recording software in the background, but um, these 3 drop downs with the crosses on them. You'll hit these 3, and then you have to hit this cross back here. I think it's like 2 or 3 more times, and then it'll lock the ball onto this magnet here, and then it'll start playing Metallica Master Puppets. Um, and then after that, I don't really know what exactly you're supposed to shoot. I don't know if you shoot the cross or what. I usually don't go for this multi-ball too much. I'll go for it only if I've accidentally knocked down enough of these targets to actually get there. And the reason why is that this is a very tight shot, and these posts are brutal. If you hit these posts on the side, you're pretty much like gonna have a struggle to get control of the ball again. And once you get those 3 drop downs done, you have to get like 3 precise shots pretty much up there. So unless you're really dialed in for that shot, it's a riskier multi-ball to go for. And it's a 2-ball multi-ball. Another multi-ball is Snake, which is on the Pro model. This doesn't have like a jaw that moves up and down, but on the I think it's the LE. It has a jaw that moves up and down, and it'll block you from shooting it in. But in the Pro version, you could always shoot it in, and it'll just spit it out. However, on top of it, there's a green light, and that green light lets you know when the snake shot will actually work towards qualifying you for that multi-ball. And basically what it is you got to spell snake. So when the green light is on, if you shoot it in there, you get an S, and then if the green light is on again, you shoot it in there, you get N, all the way until you spell snake. And I believe it's a 3 ball. Don't quote me on it. It might be a 2 ball. Like I said, I don't really go for that too much either. My limitations on this table is very basic. But that's going to start changing because I'm going to start playing this a lot more now that I have a digital copy. However, if you see these snake inserts that are all over the place, whatever ones are lit as you're playing, if you make that shot, that's what relights the light on top of the snake. So, like, let's say the snake is lit, you shoot it, you get an S, the light will go out, it'll kick the ball back out. And then let's say this insert is lit. If you shoot this ramp, and once you make this ramp shot, um, it'll relight that light, and then you'll get the N, and then you keep going on like that. It's pretty kind of simplistic. After that, I do recall playing this one time and seeing that most of the snake inserts were lit, and I think when I was shooting them, that's where I was getting jackpots or progressing towards some kind of jackpot. Like I said, that's another thing. I haven't really played this table like extensively for rules yet. I've just played it, if that makes any sense. Um, Coffin multi-ball is this captive ball here. Um, on the limited editions, it has this big giant Injustice for All mallet. I'm not like a huge fan of the mallet because it kind of like blocks my vision quite a bit, and I like more of an open looking play field when I play. However, the one cool thing about it is when you actually lock a ball into the coffin, it'll catch it with a magnet in front of it, and then the hammer comes down, and it almost looks like it's hitting the ball into the play field, but the magnet will drop, and the ball will go into a visual coffin that's here. On the pro version, it's just a captive ball here with a target, and as you lock balls, these things will light up just to signify that there's 3 balls in there or 2 balls in there or whatever. However, the coffin multi-ball, I am aware that it is a 3 ball multi-ball. However, it takes quite a bit of shots to get that multi-ball activated. When I was going through the ROM, I think I saw that it was set to like 25 or 30 shots. Um, it's quite a bit of shots, and when you see this game play, you'll see how dangerous it plays, and it's very hard to kind of get that multi-ball. The easiest multi-ball, and the one I always go for, is this Sparky one here, which does also require quite a bit of shots. I don't remember how many, but you'll see these inserts in front of him light up as you progress towards qualifying for that multi-ball. And then once you see, and he'll also give you like sound cues to let you know you get closer. Um, and then once you start seeing this electric chair insert light up, start flashing, you know that you're like a shot or two away, and then it'll lock the ball. In most cases of the real table, it'll lock the ball right here, and it'll do like this whole thing, and then it'll start the multi-ball, and then successive shots to him will eventually trigger the super, which you'll know it's a super because this will light up here, and then you'll hit it, and then you get like 1,000,000 points or something like that. Um, Rollovers, there's I think 2 up here, and then there's 1 here, and then there's 2 here, so it's like 5 inserts. Rollover, sorry. Um, this I guess they call this the fuel shot or a spider shot. I don't know what they call this. But this right here is kind of like, it seems like it's a lucrative shot. I got to look at it. I do know that I've somehow activated double playfield off of it once. I noticed that I also have seen massive score increases when I've hit that. Um, it's kind of a harder shot. I don't really shoot. It's kind of weird how I get it in real life. I think you're supposed to cross shoot it from this guy up here, but what I find myself doing in real life is actually shatzing this up here, and then it goes so fast, and it goes up here. The Metallica tables usually tend to play pretty quick, especially if they've been maintained in wax. They're very fast tables. Um, there's also the fuel meter, which if there's two stand-ups here, and it doesn't matter which one you hit, but it'll uh, keep lighting these fuel letters, and as you spell fuel, it'll move this gauge up one, and then you spell fuel again, it'll move it up there, and then once you get it all the way to the end, it'll say, you know, fuel whatever, and you'll hear the fuel song from Metallica kick off, and it'll be like double scoring or something with like one ball or two. It could also be stacked on top of your multi balls. I know that. Um, the red spider inserts usually signify like a combo shot or some kind of doubler or something. Don't quote me on the doubler thing. I got to look it up, but most of the time I usually see that it's usually a signalization of how to get your combos in. The ramps will spell Metallica, and that'll start the Injustice for All mode, which I think, if I recall correctly, I think you just shoot ramps, and it's like it starts playing Injustice for All, and what does it do? I forgot exactly what it is. It's like another scoring mode. Um, Once you've activated, I don't want to say if it's, I don't remember if it's all the multi balls or just some of the multi balls. Eventually, you'll like crank it up, and crank it up is another mode where you'll have four different songs to choose from, and depending on what song it is, once you choose it, it'll signify, you know, what shots you need to make, and then you have to make like a successive number of shots, and then you could try and cash out mid song, or you could try and ride it out all the way through and collect all of it. But I think if you drain, you lose all of it. It's a little bit of a, like I said, the rules are very in depth for this game. There's so much stuff going on. I haven't even been able to like get past the simplicities of the table and start working towards a more strategic strategy, or even understand what all of these inserts mean on these shots, like the electric one and the crosses. And so there, I've seen guys get some monster scores on this machine, but I somehow can't break, you know, 60 mil like half the time. If I'm even lucky, that's like a good game for me. So I definitely need to start playing this a little bit more. There's also something to do with the stand-ups. Um, the stand-ups have these picks in front of them, and you could collect all the guys' picks, but you'll see the picks down here by the flippers. Um, the picks signify something, and you have to have them. But I think if you drain, I remember when I was playing on the first code release, when you drained, you lost these picks, and I never knew what the picks were for anyway. So, but I think with the newer code, it they've worked out some of that other stuff that wasn't there, because Crank It Up originally wasn't there, and the pick stuff wasn't originally there. It would kind of let you get the picks, but it never like told you what the hell it was the point of it. So I just realized that I'm kind of rusty making videos. I forgot to put up the DMD for you guys, so I'm gonna try and do that really quick. I don't remember what the buttons are anymore. Look at this, I'm pushing all kinds of buttons trying to figure out things. Let's see if that gets us a... Okay, there's a DMD. It's really ugly though. Let me see if I can fix this really quick. You know how much success I've had in past with these DMDs. Let's put it down here. I'll make it longer. I'll put it right there. All right, hopefully that doesn't look too bad. Like I said, you're not going to see like any oohs or ahs of me playing this thing right now. You're going to see a lot of draining. All right, that's what I can promise you. You're going to see me fucking play like shit. But hopefully you can still hear me. But
Player one.
Okay, now I'm gonna pick what I wanted to just show you what was on there, but this is what I usually play to.
Awesome.
And there's drain 1. We might play this just twice because I'm really rusty right now.
Electric chair.
Oh, it's brutal. There's a super if you hold the left flipper and launch. And the super is pretty much, there you go, whatever's lit.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if certain ones give you more than others, but that's pretty much the only one I could do.
Let's go!
But as you can see, that's the shots thing that I was talking about, that you can shoot it up into that fuel shot, I guess you could call it. I told you these are going to be quick games. Let's do Ride the Lightning this time.
Amazing.
Place is freaking me out!
Let's try and play a little bit more cautious and try not to make as many mistakes.
Let's go! Let's go! Don't forget to wet the sponge this time!
Ah.
Very good.
There's nothing I can really do about that. I'm trying to nudge it out, but
Lock is lit.
okay, at least I got a ball save on that.
Don't let that snake near me!
Complete Metallica and shoot the ramp.
I was too busy trying to understand what he said there. Alright, we'll do one more. Let's do, we're gonna do all the good songs here. Alright, since we're playing Master of Puppet,
Nice
let's go for the
job.
Master of Puppet shot. See what I mean? It's just... shit.
$500,000.
Did I mention that when you drain trying to get master puppets, it resets the whole fucking thing? Yeah, there you go. It's another reason why I don't really go for it.
Very good.
Oh yeah, I love a ride.
Fuel.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ah. Anyway, I'm not gonna torture you guys with watching me suck balls at another game. But it's definitely a challenging table. It's definitely fun. I think I'm gonna tune this down just a little bit. I think the flippers are just a tad bit strong. I mean, the game plays fast in real life and everything, but it's almost what the hell happened here? Okay, I broke something there. No, whatever. I just gotta go back into it because I want to get that DMD off of there. What was I gonna say? The game in real life does play fast, but it's not so as fast and aggressive as this version is. I don't know what it's off center. Okay. So yeah, I'll probably tune that one down just a little bit, just to get it a little bit more playable. It's kind of like what I did to the Dracula table. I made it so hard that it was like impossible to play. Um, I do want to kind of go over the Mustang and the Star Trek. They're not completed though. They were like half done projects. I'll just give you a glimpse of them really quick. Um, they do look good. However, there is some flaws with them because, like I said, they're not completely done. And he's not going to finish them. So I'm hoping that somebody with better skills than I will pick them up and complete those things. Once I find them, that is. This is why you use a front end, kids, so you don't have to try and find these damn files when you have this many games. It'd also be good if you knew your ABCs so that you could pull up the right table. So let's look at Mustang really quick because this is a really short. This is like a groundbreaking short video for me. Mustang is another game I've played extensively in person, but I've never bothered to like fully develop a really good strategy. I do have somewhat of a strategy for this table though, and it kind of seems to be the same strategy that everybody else is using. So I might have to try and find an alternate strategy because I just hate playing tables exactly the same way as everybody else because all you end up doing is who's going to get the most scores. There's no mystery or anything to it. Everybody's doing exactly the same thing. It's just who could be more accurate than the next guy. Sorry, I had to get a drink. So as you can see, everything that has these like checkered board things is pretty much plastics or decals or whatever that are probably missing. Well, not probably. I know they're missing, but I'm sure there might be a like for example, there's some checker flag stuff on this playfield. That's probably intentional. But these other checkerboard things all over the place is an indication of stuff missing. The light up. This is like a board kind of like in Funhouse or Is it Whirlwind? Let's just stick with Funhouse for now. That it lights up as things become available. And this is an interesting game because as you do these gear targets, you can get once you complete a set of these gear targets, you go into gear 1, and then you complete another set, it goes into gear 2, and then once you get to 3, you've qualified for a 3-ball multi-ball, but if you want to push your luck, you go to gear 4, 5, or 6, and then it gives you extra balls on top of your multi-ball. So if you're up to, like, let's say gear 5, and then you shoot this scoop to activate your multi-ball, it'll first off it'll give you an option to try and push for gear 6, or it'll say just wait until this timer runs out, and then it'll actually start a 5-ball multi-ball. So that's kind of a cool option on how you can kind of gamble on your multi-ball. It's not like, everybody's getting the same type of multi-ball. Some guys that are more accurate and more skillful with this will go for 5 or 6 ball multi-balls, where somebody else that's not as good for recovering from this will go for like a 3-ball multi-ball. So it definitely puts a level of spin on the decision making. There's also another multi-ball for burnout, and there's also a mode here that is a burnout, another multi-ball mode. And basically, what you do is you select between these 6 cars, and they have different objectives each car. You want to try and beat that, and then it'll make the light solid. If you don't complete the mode, it'll flash, and the typical thing. I've never gotten up to the Boss 302 or the Mustang ever, even in this rendition. This table does play fairly well, though. There's nothing really too much that I could complain about. I will complain about something of the game itself, right? That Stern did, not that 85 Vet did, but Stern itself did. When this table first came out with its original software, the music on it was fucking awesome, right? They had like White Zombie on the multi-ball. It was Black Sunshine or whatever, which is a fucking song about a Mustang. I mean, I don't know how many White Zombie fans are on this channel, but dude, if you're playing a game named Mustang and it's a muscle car game and you have a song from White Zombie with about a fucking black Mustang called Black Sunshine, I mean, come on, dude. Like, why would you take that song out in the new revision of code? So, that's what they did. They used to have Motorhead in there, which I personally, now that Lenny's dead, I think they should put the goddamn song back in there, right? Um, anyway, let me just get to the point. When the software first came out, it had badass music. I don't know, and then I came into my local league one night and I got this table and the fucking Beach Boys came on. I was like, and fucking just terrible music. Just fucking, I don't know what they were thinking. It was like they were like, this game is like way too badass. We got to tone this game down. That's basically what happened. I don't know. And the guy that maintains our machines, there's an older guy. He's nice, but at first I thought there was like some kind of like ROM hack or something. He put like his fucking Beach Boy soundtrack in there, and I was like yelling at him for it. And I have to apologize now because I realized that that's just how the ROM is. He had nothing to do with the music, but like for example, Metallica, there's a code. I think the new code you can change some of the songs or something if you put it on a USB stick or something. I don't know exactly what the method is, but I know that you could load like your own Metallica, like certain Metallica songs or some shit. But yeah, I thought that's what happened because both of these tables kind of came out around each other, around the same time, and I thought he went in there and put Beach Boys and all this like 60s type music and shit. Uh, but it's definitely a cool game. I'll probably do a review of this maybe next week as I'm still getting caught up on everything. But let's look at the Star Trek really quick now. I'm sorry I'm not doing a gameplay video, but I'm trying not to make the video too long. But I'm trying to get caught up on some stuff and give you something to at least check out. So I hope this is the right one that I'm loading. Uh, this one for some, okay, I know what's the problem. All right, hold on. I've been having this problem lately with back glasses, where they work sometimes and then they don't work other times, and it always throws an error about the the ROM not being there. Meanwhile, I just played the game 15 minutes. Oh, here we go. There is no ROM missing for this table. There we go. It loaded and there was no change really made. I tried to make a change, but it didn't fix anything. Anyway, this is the pro version of Star Trek. Pretty good game. I think this is a Steve Ritchie game. Um, Once again, this is one of those games I played it when the code first came out, and I kind of felt like I was making the same shots over and over and over again, no matter what mode I was selecting down here. It was just like, here's a set of shots, hit them, and I kind of wasn't like loving the game. And then they did a code revision to it, and I kind of feel the same fucking way. So I don't really love this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just like you pick these modes and it just lights like certain shots and you make them, and I'm sitting there like, okay, well, does this mode score more than the other mode that had the same fucking shots in it, or I don't understand. And then what they added was like some medal system, so like depending on how you did it in the mode, you get a different level of medal. And I believe they changed there's like an N multi-ball, I forgot what the hell it's called. Um, it's like some Asian name or some shit. But in the original code, you used to be able to cheat because you have to get like all these lit to get to that mode and get captain's chair. And it was very easy to get because all you had to do was just time out the modes, right? You just activated the modes, timed them out, and then you would get to this end, the end of the fucking table. And the only thing that it would hurt you with is that if you didn't make any of the shots on any of the modes, then you didn't really have like a great multiplier for like the shots as they were being hit in this final like wizard mode. So they changed it with the medals and shit to try and persuade people to actually play the modes. I don't see the fucking point of these modes, to be honest with you. Maybe I'm just ignorant to it. But to me, it just looks like I'm just making shots over and over and over again. And in league play, I have gotten fairly high. I don't want to say high scores. I don't ever really get high scores, but for competition play, it wasn't scores to really scoff at. They were like in the 70, 80 mil, whatever. Um, I don't really break. There's only been a couple of times that I've broken like 100 on this thing. However, the multi balls are pretty good, and some of the shots are very challenging. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mainly just shoot this fucking ship in the middle, right? And hit these stand-ups here to get ball locks in it, and I just keep going for multi-ball as much as I possibly can. These modes, I could give two shits about these modes, and that's the reality of it. I mean, maybe somebody can explain to me what is the substantial objective with these modes, but other than getting them lit for tic-tac-toe, because the concept is you're supposed to get three in a row. And then when you get three in a row, it activates something. Like one is like super pops, and then one is like super ramps, and I forgot what the other one is, but it's like 1, 2, 3, right? And then you could stack them, three here, three here, three here. It's just I don't know. It's like this tic tac toe fucking bullshit. I don't know. I didn't understand it. Yeah, it says it right here. To get captain's share, here's the combinations you can make. Only three combinations. So I guess maybe you can't stack them vertically up three, whatever. But I know there is a prime directive 1, is a prime directive 2, a prime directive 3. So can you stack them vertically and horizontally? I have no idea, right? It doesn't really explain it, and I don't think anybody gives a shit. The one problem with this table is this thing is it should be a 3D model that is actually flipped forward, like not forward, but like stable, so it looks like it's flying. And then when you hit this thing like a bunch of times, you'll start I forgot the name of the multi ball, but it's like a multi ball, and you're like fighting this ship. And if you defeat it, after it has like a life bar and everything, and it's kind of like a Attack from Mars or something like that. Um, when you defeat it, it'll flop back and forth and it'll explode or whatever, and then it flips forward like this, and then you go into a victory lap mode. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool how you go into the mode. You gotta shoot this really pain in the ass shot or underneath this flipper here. There are definitely some challenging shots to get used to try and activate the next mode. Um, and also there's one that's a lock here, and there's also a lock here. Um, but overall, this table plays well. There's one other Star Trek for this version, VP10. I wasn't a fan of it. This one I like. This one plays pretty true to the real game. Um, so definitely check out these three tables. I know I didn't get to play all of them and show you every detail in Metallica. I got my ass whooped like normal, but um, they're definitely fun tables. They're newer Sam tables. And I've been waiting for those three tables to come out for literally like 7 months, or maybe even longer. I don't know, but definitely check them out. Check out the VP forum section for the VP10 if you're looking to do VP10. Um, and just hang tight. I'll start having more videos, and we'll start doing more of the hyperspin stuff again. We'll do the Wii stuff once the Wii stuff is done, and I've gotten the ROMs sorted out with a lot of the other emulators. I'm trying to get stabilized. I'll probably buy the Aim Track 2 guns and maybe do a demo of those for not only for MAME am I going to use those Aim Track guns, but I'll use them as Nintendo Light Zappers too, if possible. Um, and any other games I could think of that had light guns, but off the top of my head, I don't really remember all of them. So anyway, Happy New Year to everybody, and bear with me as I get caught up. All right, see you.